What's up, family? Man, I want to have a real heart-to-heart with you guys today. Man, today we're talking about facing and healing rejection. Facing and healing rejection. Man, it's something that pretty much probably plagues every one of us. You know what I mean? If the truth be told. You know what I mean? We're scared of being rejected. Stay with me, we're going somewhere today. And it's probably going to trigger some of you. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. It's not intentional. It's just part of our growth and development. For most guys are terrified of stepping up to a beautiful, intelligent young lady. You know what I mean? Most guys are terrified of being rejected by a young lady that they're attracted to. And we don't really talk about that a lot as far as guys. You know what I mean? We don't really let that be known. Women know that we're scared, but guys don't really acknowledge that. It's true because guys go out to the club, get a drink, and man, they got that liquid courage. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, I'm good. I got a drink in me. I got a couple of drinks in me. I got 3 drinks in me. Okay, now I have the courage of walking up to this young lady and spitting game to her. You know what I mean? Now I have the ability, man, I feel comfortable, I'm relaxed, I'm not scared. Okay, I can go holler at her now. You know what I mean? Man, I can go spit game at her now, and I'm kind of buzzing. I'm kind of feeling it. You know what I mean? I'm on my vibe right now. And it's true because most guys, you know, that drink a little something, man, they don't really feel relaxed until they have a drink or two inside of them. They don't really feel comfortable in their own skin to be able to walk up to a pretty young lady and just have a real intelligent conversation with her. Most guys, they see a young lady and she got, you know, seem like she got her stuff together. And regardless of what they got going on, man, most guys are scared. They're like, oh, nah, you know what I mean? Especially if they with their boys, because they don't want their boys to see them get rejected. Stay with me, we're going somewhere. And if the truth be told, so many of us have gone through things in life. We've gone through relationships and just whatever, you know what I mean? And we've gotten hurt. We didn't like the way that things ended, our relationship ended, and for whatever reason, we know that we was wrong. But our pride will not allow us to go back and humble ourselves and to try to make it work. The great majority of us, guys and women, when we've done something wrong, we cannot, for ego's sake, that's what it comes down to, pride's sake, we cannot go back and humbly acknowledge the fact that we messed up and try to fix it. Because we're terrified of being rejected. What if they don't want to talk to me? What if they don't accept my forgiveness? You know what I mean? Or what if they don't accept my apology? What if they refuse to forgive me? What if I reach out to them to talk to them and they cuss me out? What if I reach out to talk to them and they ghost me or they just ignore me? Now I've humbled my pride and I've reached out to talk to them. Man, what if they tell me no? What if I go back to talk to them and I see that they got somebody else? What if they've already replaced me? So I won't even put myself in that predicament to be embarrassed like that. I won't put myself in that position to be humiliated like that. What if they have somebody that's prettier than me? What if they have somebody that's better looking than me? What if they have somebody that makes more money than me? What if they have somebody that's stronger than me? Or man, they got their stuff together better than I do? And so I won't even reach out of fear of being rejected. I know I was wrong. I know I messed up. And the truth is, I want to go back to them so bad. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared too much time has gone by. I'm scared. And I'm scared because I don't want to be rejected. We have to grow up. You will never reach everything you're capable of doing in life until you're capable of facing rejection. Until you're able to look possible rejections, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the future. You don't know if they're going to reject you. You have a fear of being rejected. That fear of being rejected can keep you from the greatest thing in life. That fear of being rejected can keep you from the love that you've always wanted. That fear of being rejected can keep you from accomplishing your dreams just because you're scared that it may not work out the way you want it to. You don't know what's going to happen, but that fear stops you from even trying. We have to grow up. And that's a hard thing to do, is face our fears, especially the fear of rejection. Because the reality is, I already feel like shit. I already feel like I'm not good enough. I already feel like they don't want me. I already feel like, man, I really don't deserve them anyways. So why would I even put myself out there like that? Why would I even risk them slamming the door on me? Why would I even risk them humiliating me? Why would I even risk them telling me that I ain't shit and that they don't want me and that I'm trash to them? Why would I risk them telling me I've already forgotten about you? My life is better off now than it was with you. I don't want you. I don't need you. You ain't shit to me. You're dead to me. That fear of rejection, it will traumatize you. That fear of rejection, it'll paralyze you. Fear of rejection, it'll stop you from chasing your dreams. Fear of rejection. You want this job, but you're scared of being rejected. You want this promotion, but you're terrified of being rejected. What if they don't give it to me and they give it to somebody else that I don't like? Now I gotta see them every day, and they know that I wanted that job, and they're gonna be laughing at me behind my back because they're gonna give it to somebody else, and this bitch ain't up and da-da-da-da-da, and this motherfucker ain't shit and da-da-da-da-da. But what if they get the job over me? See, it's a trigger for me. It reminds me that I'm not shit. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna give them the satisfaction of rejecting me. I'm not even gonna give them the satisfaction of laughing at me and telling me that they don't want me. But the truth is, I'm in love with them. I want them more than anything else, with the exception of facing my fear. Facing that fear of rejection is the only thing that scares me more than how much I want them. I want them, but I don't want them enough to have to face that fear. I can't stop thinking about them. It breaks my heart every time I think about them, because I know I fucked up bad. And I wish I could go back and do it all over again. But I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna laugh at me. I'm scared they're gonna turn their back on me. I'm scared they're gonna publicly humiliate me. We have to learn how to face our fears. And that's a hard thing to do. But you can never have everything you want in life. You can never accomplish everything that you came here to accomplish in life until you face that fear. Until you face that rejection, the possibility of rejection. And it's just the fear of being rejected. You got to face that fear. See, every one of us have monsters, demons that we have to face in life. Every one of us have things that we have to overcome in life. See, your story may not be like my story. You may not have gone through all the things that I've gone through that was tragic. But you have to face some fears. You have to face your rejections. And not even because you don't even know if you're going to be rejected. You have to face your fears of rejection. And the great majority of us, if the truth be told, we're not capable of doing that. We're not willing to risk our pride. And so we sit there in life, mad, angry, confused, because we want something, but we're afraid to chase it. And so what happens for the great majority of us is that we learn to live beneath our means. We settle. We settle for less because we're afraid to risk it all, to get it all. You can never accomplish your dreams if you never chase your dreams. You can never have the man or the woman of your dreams if you're afraid of reaching out to them. And if you never reach out to them, you're never going to get them. If you don't risk being transparent and vulnerable. You always sit back thinking, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda. That plagues so many people. So many elderly people, so many older people sit back talking about, damn, I fucked up. I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda, but they never did. They never did. And if the truth is told, they never did because they were scared of being rejected. Man, what is it that you're scared of being rejected about? Is there a certain person in your life that you know you're supposed to talk to, you know you're supposed to reach out to, you know you're supposed to tap into, but you're scared. You're scared, man. Why would they want to talk to me? And man, I ain't got nothing to offer them. And man, da 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 da. And man, we got them on such a high pedestal, and all this other stuff that we use as justification in our own mind of why that person is outside of my league. Why that person is beyond where I'm at. And with that mentality, they're going to stay that way. Whether it's the truth or not, you'll never know. Because you're not brave enough to face your fear. You're not brave enough to deal with your insecurity. And why you're scared of being rejected. Why is being rejected a trigger for you? Because that's all it is. Being rejected is a trigger. The question is, what does it trigger? See, and this channel is the grown folk channel. We talk about going deep. We talk about going deep all the time to the root cause of the problem. And when you look at being rejected triggers you to something else. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. What is being rejected a trigger for you? What does it trigger to you? We have to grow up. In order to heal all of that stuff, you have to be willing to face that stuff. You have to be willing to be open and transparent and vulnerable with yourself. You'll never get the love of your life being afraid to take a chance. You have to be willing to take that chance. It could turn out to be the greatest thing in your life. It could turn out to give you all your dreams. And it can also trigger you. And if it triggers you, man, you can grow from that. You can heal from that. So the reality is, man, it can be a win-win. If you pursue what you want and you get rejected by it and you face your fears of that rejection and you face what the triggers of all that, man, you still win. You still win. You only lose when you don't understand why you refuse to chase or pursue whatever it is you want. You only lose after you've been rejected and you don't face the fears of why you're so hurting and disappointed and what do and deal with that. If you don't get the love of this person right here, but you deal with that brokenness and that rejection and the pain and the trauma that causes, and you heal from that and grow from that, Now you set yourself up to be able to receive the love of your life. You grow in wisdom and understanding of you. So that's a win-win. That rejection helped you learn about you. That rejection helped you face some real deep wounds that you were carrying. And it helped you heal from that trauma that you've been dealing with. So you could win from that rejection. And if you're not rejected and you get what you want, you still win. You still win. You don't know what's going to happen. But you can determine in your mind today that regardless of what happens, I'm going to win. Regardless of what happens, everything is always working out for me. I may not get this person, but I'll get a better understanding of me. I'll face my issues and my insecurities and my fears, and I'll grow and heal from that, and I'll become a better person, a wiser person. And I set myself up in a better position to receive the love of my life. It's a win-win. But you have to have that mind frame that it's a win-win. You have to have that mind frame. Regardless of what happens, it's all good. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to come out shining. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to get the best results. It may not be what I want, but I'll get the best results. The best thing possible is going to happen for me because everything is always working out for me. See, the great majority of us don't believe that. Because we're still carrying negative thought process concerning ourselves. We're still carrying some baggage and some trauma and some insecurities and some doubts and low self-esteem and all this other stuff. So we don't really believe that everything's always working out for me. And because we don't believe everything is always working out for me, why am I going to risk being rejected? Why would I risk putting myself out there like that when I believe, when I know that everything don't work out for me? I never get what I want. And with that mind frame, I don't really pursue what I want because I don't believe that I can have it. We have to grow up. Man, you can have the love of your life. You can have that joy and the peace and happiness that passes all understanding. But in order to have that, you have to face your fears. You have to face your insecurities. You have to face your fears of being rejected. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. It's all good. It's all good. Everything is always working out for you. When you look at your life with the right perspective. Happy healing. I love you.